So, if you've ever interviewed, you probably have been asked the question, "Tell me about yourself," by an interviewer. But have you ever experienced this question with a slight twist or a bit of a variation? So, one of my clients recently encountered this, and I thought it was a really helpful example to share. So, he had gone into an interview and, it was face to face. The person who was leading the interview had said, I have your resume in front of me. We're going to spend the next hour or so getting to know you, getting to know your accomplishments and skills on the job. What one thing is not captured by your resume that you want me to know about you? And my client kind of took a second and was a bit panicked, he says, because it really deviated from his preparation. He had worked really hard on developing his response to his elevator pitch, which this question does, you know, cover quite a bit, but he didn't really know what to share. And I thought this was a great topic for conversation for this video because one, I mean, it's an interesting question and how would you answer it? But also two, it really captures the spirit of just what can happen on interviews with future employers. They spend so much time analyzing the probability of how you'll perform based off of the past, right? You have examples from your work history that you're willing to share, your accomplishments, but there aren't many opportunities where they're observing you in the moment and making a judgment on how you're evaluated. And this is an example where, it is a place where they could see how you respond, on your feet. The idea here is not that there's one specific right way to answer this question. You could choose to talk about something that's work related, professionally related, that maybe is not captured on your documents or LinkedIn profile. Or you could even just talk about something personal. The idea here is that whatever you are going to choose, you want to make sure that one, it is important, a story to you. Perhaps, it has shaped your worldview, your opinion, made you who you are. It might be a story about that or a situation that you've overcome that you didn't capture on paper. Or perhaps it's something that's so important to your identity and how you see things in this world today. Whatever the case might be, make sure that you share it and connect it to how important and high impact this new piece of information has meant to you. And then also you should make sure that it puts you in a positive light, that it's adding positively to your situation, the way that you encounter and view things, work with other people, whatever the case might be. You don't want to leave things on a negative note, but certainly you want to leave things very inspiring and upbeat in nature. So, have you ever been asked a curveball off the cuff question that you just didn't really know how to respond because you were so ready to answer all these other common questions? Love to hear about it. Feel free to comment below, or you can leave a message, direct message me, and hopefully, we'll learn from your stories as well, but I'd love to hear from you.